Alicia, what is going on? Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. I actually had a feeling you'd show up today. I really did. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. You have to meet everybody in the room. Alicia, meet Bill. Bill, meet Alicia. Alicia is awesome. Oh my God. Already dropping cards. Oh my gosh, Alicia. Yes. Hello, Bill. Alicia is really big into fit. So is Bill and everyone else who will be joining too. Hey Cassandra, how are you? Good to see you. Is your child better this week? Oh, hello, Nikki. I saw your all's Halloween costume and it was awesome. Super cool. All right. How's everyone doing? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. It's November. We are so close to getting rid of this year. I cannot wait. I'm so happy to be here with you guys tonight. Loving this. I know travels are coming up here for Thanksgiving. I'm going to try to figure out how to do my shows on the road. But yeah, I'm just so happy to be here. How is everyone doing? Hopefully well. Awesome. Cool. So let's see. 1 second. Let me just get this. Yeah, so tonight I wanted to talk about spirituality because I always get asked why spirituality is so important to me and why I'm reading tarot cards and doing improv tarot and mixing it in with comedy and all this stuff. And so I thought I would just come on and just, first of all, if you guys have any questions about spirituality in general, I mean, everyone in the chat is pretty high vibe and we're all on the same page, but there might be some people that are not chiming in, or that maybe you have some deeper questions you want to inquire, that's cool too, because, the thing about spirituality and being on a path of being enlightened and listening to your own inner guidance and listening to your guides and your angels and being connected with everybody on a higher level is, a lot for someone to chew on if they don't really understand what spirituality is. And so it's something that's a huge part of me and has been for a very long time. Even when I was a little girl, I was very in tune with things that were going on, and to the point that my mom would not let me buy any things for myself before Christmas, a couple months leading up to Christmas, because I innately would always buy presents or buy something that was already under the tree for me. And she would get so mad at me. Like, it happened all the time. So yeah. And I feel that it's, it's taken some time for me to have this courage to step out and really speak about my truth on spirituality and read tarot cards live on YouTube every week for people. And I kind of feel like it's a really great way for me to step out, and a good weeding out process too, because if people want to Google me or look me up on Facebook or YouTube and they see what I'm about, I let the universe use that as a guide to filter people in and out. And at first it kind of sucked, but now I like it because I have a really more peaceful, serene environment. And I'm surrounded by really great people, everyone who's here tonight in the chat, and the friends that I've made along the way, especially when I started going live on YouTube back in April. And it's really changed a lot for me. So some of the questions, I always get, why are you into spirituality, blah, blah, blah. It's because I really feel that that's when I can connect. When I'm meditating is when you exhale and inhale, you're actually giving and receiving with the universe, and you are really grounded and in that moment in time. And that's where you get those divinely guided ideas, because you are quiet. Your mind is quiet. It's not trying to navigate the day for you or solve all these problems, because the mind innately always wants to go the easiest route on anything. So it's always working. But yeah. And so another thing that people ask me is, do you feel that we are all connected? And I say 100% absolutely. And then people go a step further and ask about soulmates and twin flames and things like that. With all these labels, they're all labels. To me, they're just labels. I believe we have soul pods that we travel with throughout different lifetimes. And then we always find each other and connect with. And we have, contracts that we've come to and talk about, what lessons we want to learn and help each other with in each lifetime. I don't necessarily believe in a twin flame per se. And if people don't know what twin flames are, no one really knows what it is. No one really knows anything, right? You just kind of tuned in. But a lot of people think that a twin flame is the mirror of yourself, but it's someone that's going to bring you a really hard karmic lesson, and you have to go through this heartache and pain and separation. I don't believe that at all. If someone's going to cause me heartache and pain and separation, I'm going to let them go and move forward and keep finding the good people to surround myself with, and the high vibe people, and learn the lesson, whatever I was supposed to learn at that point in time. But yes, Alicia, soul pods. I think of soul pods as dolphins, and you're just like in your pod, and a lot of dolphin energy. I really feel that way too. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I am right now. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Yes, Sirius energy. That's right. So I need to educate myself a little bit more on the asteroids in my natal chart. And everyone that's here in the chat tonight, or who comes on every Monday night and spends this time with me, I always stress about going and looking up your natal chart, so you know where your rising sign and your moon sign are. And then of course there's Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So that's where you're going to have a lot of, lessons and to overcome in life. And so Sirius is also energy that I'm not totally 100% confident on speaking on Sirius, but Alicia, you can chime in on the chat if you want. I just started getting into the asteroids in my natal chart. And so I can see, where they're impacting me when I look at the transits and my progress chart as well. Oh, they say that Sirius is connected to dolphins. Well, that makes sense. And, I do know that Sirius is in my 9th house of Aries. So, Leo rising. So that makes so much sense. Very cool. I always think of Sirius Black on Harry Potter, but he is a saint, when it comes down to everything that happened in Harry Potter. But anyway, okay, so I'm going to do a reading for the collective first, and then we'll go into all the signs for the week, and then we'll do readings at the end for anyone who wants one. So I did pull 2 cards before I got started. I was meditating and trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to discuss tonight. And it's funny because I asked the universe, I said, what can I emphasize what spirituality really is? And the first thing is this card that came out. It says trustworthy guidance. And it's really cool because it's angels looking over this guy's shoulder as he's writing, and she's giving and whispering the ideas into his mind. It's, and it says, you received a wonderful idea to answer to your prayers. This is real and trustworthy. You safely move forward with it, knowing that we are all here with you every step of the way. Your angels are here, and so are your guides, 100%. Especially when you're feeling down, that's when you say, hey, can you, give me some inspiration? Can you guide me in the right way? That's awesome. Alicia, I'm telling you, when I was doing the title of this video, when I put spirituality, you totally popped into my head. And Alicia and I we haven't been in contact for a while, but I'm loving this so much because we are so interconnected. We met in 2016 in Vegas at a conference with the Leo King and one of his conferences. It's really cool. And so and I have a lot of friends from that conference that I keep in touch with, and we are so tight, and we don't even have to, be in constant contact, but it's really great. So when we are, so I'm just so happy that you're here. So then also the giving and receiving card popped up, and this is all about breathing, giving and receiving with the universe. When you're in meditation and you're in this quiet space, listening to the trustworthy guidance, you are literally exhaling and inhaling. And that's what it's all about, breath work. And even Russell Brand has a video on how to get high on breathing. And it's super cool. It's amazing. If you haven't tried it, you definitely can get so elated just by breathing and meditation. I know it sounds far out there, but listen, this is the way of the world. And I'm super happy to express it and share it with people. Yes, we are soul pods. Everyone in this group is soul pods. I love it. Okay, so first we're going to, we'll start with Scorpio. Happy birthday, Scorpios. What's going on? Oh, sweet. Okay. All right. Bill and Nikki and Cassandra and Alicia, I all have you. You guys think about, we're going to go through the signs first, and then you tell me what you want me to do a reading for you. If you want a general reading or a love reading, you have time to think about it because we're going to be sitting through the signs for a minute. Okay, so Scorpios, happy birthday, Scorpios. What's going on? All right, let's see what the overall energy is for you this week so you can navigate and figure out how you want to, if there's any, what the challenges are and how we're going to get you through this so you don't have any major upheavals. So this is cool. The full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming, Scorpios. This is right where you are. You may be feeling in a space where you're feeling a little bit uninspired, that you've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's what a full moon is. It's it's building, 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 and all this energy. And you are just waiting for it to just burst open, right? So do know that whatever you're seeking this week, Scorpios, the answers are coming. So let's see what the challenges are. I love this deck. This is a vice versa tarot deck. And there's a lot of cool messages that come with it. And every time I use this deck, it's always something different. All right. So the card I have for you is the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So cool. This is great. The challenge is you may feel that things aren't going to balance out this week, but they are, because the key communication, the answer, the phone call, anything that you're waiting to come in on, because it's all about communication, since this card was full moon in Gemini, that this is all going to balance out. Okay. Have faith that it will balance out. And do know that when you're having this conversation, that you are in a balanced state of mind, because especially with the US election, there's a lot of crazy energy going on this week. And it's, you want to make sure you're not reacting, that you're thinking quick on your feet, and you're not overreacting with emotions. So the overall advice for Scorpios this week is clean it up. All right. So any messy communication you have going on this week, anything that you are being vague about, you need to clearly communicate with your throat chakra and really focus on that, and focus on that in meditation this week. And the answers will come to you either externally, but I'm feeling this is more internally. It's going to come through you. So you may be expressing something this week, and you want to make sure that you want to balance out a situation correctly. So cleaning house is all about feng shui. So feng shui, your throat chakra. Okay, Scorpios. All right, let me just grab some peppermint water. All right, so now we will move on to Leos. Woohoo! What's going on, my Leos? Sun, moon, rising, Venus. All right. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Leos, right now, you are in a state of confusion. So you need to meditate and contemplate, because there's a new moon and there's this new energy of birthing what you want. So it's time to figure out what you want to manifest this week, and whether that is just steps to a new project or applying for a new job or taking a relationship to the next level or getting yourself out there. I really feel that it's all about what you imagine you can do, you can manifest this week. You just need to get into meditation mind a little bit more. Oh, what's up, Alicia? What's your rising and moon? I'm super stoked. Yeah. I'm Aries sun, Leo rising, and Pisces moon with a stellium and Aries in the 9th house. Okay, so this is so funny that I went Leo. I think I'm going backwards. This is why I like to just start with Aries, because I don't have to think about it, but that's hilarious. So the challenge this week is, outside of forces, there might be some conflict coming in that you don't have control over. Okay, because this card is indicating that there is the eruption happening behind these two guys. Because when you look at the other card, this is the conflict with two people. Okay, so that you're instigating. This is meaning that someone's instigating with you. So there's some outside forces this week that are going to challenge you and make you really. It's just going to trigger you. Okay. So you need to be in that state, that space. Don't get too fiery and use all that fire, that Leo energy to react. So, wow. The overall advice is chaos and conflict. So it's all about solving the chaos and conflict this week. Okay. Yes, Alicia, getting into the flow. Oh, I did. I recall that Aqua Moon and Virgo rising. Oh, that's awesome. Love it. But yeah, so the overall advice this week, Leos, is you really need to not be triggered. You need to go with the flow. You cannot let all these outside forces, and then this is more of an internal force, because if you look at this zebra / giraffe pattern animal, and there's some light right here. So I feel like this is also heart chakra energy. So this is going to trigger something in your heart that you care about. So you need to make sure you're in the flow and you only see love in the situation. Woo! Okay, so that's funny. I went Scorpio, Leo. I meant to do Scorpio, Sagittarius. Mercury just went direct today, but it's not going to be. We're still in shadow, so I just blame it on Mercury. All right, so we'll go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What is going on, my Saggies, for you this week? All right, show the world the real you, Sagittarius. This is a full moon in Aquarius. Woo! So fly your freak flag this week, okay? Stop holding yourself back. This is where you are right now. You may be timid, but you need to put yourself out there. So if there is some sort of communication you need to follow up on, or you need to get out there and do something and say something, or create some music, create some singing, you need to get out there and show the world the real you. Because let's see what the challenge is for you, Saggies. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Hangman. But this is actually feeling like external forces are keeping you hung rather than yourself, because you're looking out into the world. So all you need to do is look at these two people that are sitting there watching this man who's hanging himself upside down. And you guys know what I mean by that. Like, if you're just listening to this, at least come look at the picture. But yeah, there's an external force that's going to make you feel that you're stuck. But you have to know that you have the power within to show the world what you are made of and what you want to express. This is all mental. It's all in your head, okay? I really feel like it's all driven around creativity and communication, because Aquarius are very creative and they're very communicative. And then your overall advice this week is serendipity. So this is great, Sagittarius, okay? So you have serendipity is on your side. And so the universe is saying, step into your power, get into that solar plexus Leo energy. And I say Leo for a reason, because that is where the courage comes from. So dig down and get your courage to step out of your comfort zone, and you watch the road rise to meet you every step you take this week, Sagittarius. That's pretty cool. I love that. I love it. Okay, so now we will go on to Capricorn. Woohoo! This card wanted to come out. Capricorn, we have the supermoon. Interesting. This is very similar to the full moon that we just had on Saturday night. And for some reason I was thinking it was Sunday night all of a sudden. But this is there's a lot of emotions building up, because we just had this blue moon, and the blue moon literally only happens every 3 years, and it's 2 full moons in one lunar month cycle. And so this is basically where you are. This is a lot of change coming in for you. So I feel like you're emotionally charged right now this week, Capricorn. So maybe there's a project that isn't going your way, or relationship, or something that's making you feel very on edge, which is unlike Capricorns. So the challenge this week is there are external forces that are putting up guards and walls that you can't walk through. So there's doors that you are frustrated that are not opening, or if they're opening, they're putting up the barriers and you have to go a different direction. So the challenge this week is to go with the flow with the universe and understand there is a reason why you cannot walk down certain paths, because the universe is protecting you. The universe has your back. So I feel like there's maybe a job, a relationship that's the door is closed, or there's some the person has pulled back their energy, or you're not getting the job interview or anything like that. There's a reason for it, because it's not for you right now at this point in time. That doesn't mean it won't work, but that's just for this week. Hey, Marley, what's going on? So let's see your overall advice this week, Capricorn. All right, to the sea. Yep. You need to float on the ocean, on the water, like a cork. I see it like this. Whenever you try to hold a cork down and control a situation, it's just going to bob right back up to the surface and do what it wants, right? So that's what the universe is saying. You need to go with the flow. And if you listen to any Abraham Hicks, she will say, float like a cork. That's what you do. That's what your advice is this week, because don't put too much pressure on any situations, and don't try to knock on doors that won't open for you. So that is your advice for this week, Capricorn. All right. Woohoo. We have Aquarius, sun, moon, rising. I know we have an Aquarius, aqua moon up in here. Okay, we have full moon in Pisces. There's a lot of full moon energy going on. I know we just had the full moon, but these cards they're always in tune with each other. I love it. Okay, so the full moon in Pisces, balance and spirituality and practicality. So this is great. That's right, Alicia. So Aquarius, you need to. So here's the thing. Okay. I feel like you've been in a lot of Neptune energy, and you've been kind of swimming around like a fish, like, hey, I really don't have a path. I'm just chilling here in the ocean, swimming around the world, doing what I want. So I feel like you need to kind of get your head out of the clouds a little bit and ground. Or the opposite meaning could be you need to get out and get into the clouds a little bit, balance that energy out, like the scales, balance the scales, be very Libra energy with that, because let's see what the challenge is this week. Woo, okay. All right, so we have the Six of Pentacles, which is awesome. So you have an opportunity to really step into a lot of abundance and people giving back to you. And there's not going to be, you won't be looking out of the window watching people get prosperity, have abundance coming in. You actually have the opportunity to reach out and grab it, because the universe has these ideas and wants you to move forward with them. And so if you're too much in the clouds, you're not going to get your work done. right? And if you're too grounded, you're not going to believe your imagination. So you need to balance this out, because with the Six of Pentacles, there's definitely a lot of prosperity. And this is, if this card was reversed, which is this way, this is more like getting the breadcrumbs. But this is actually looking over this beautiful town going, look at all this energy and all these great things coming to me. I can just pick and choose what I want. So that's your challenge this week, is to get out, to balance things out in your life. Okay, so your overall advice this week is to be the observer. So again, okay, so look at this card. This guy is observing the town. Be the observer. Look at the bigger picture and look at the forest through the trees, because sometimes when you get into this Pisces energy, it's really easy to just be in the middle of the, you know, in the forest, even though Pisces live in, you know, fish live in the ocean, but you know what I mean? Like, it's easier to see things from above. So be the observer this week, and whatever you do, don't absorb. That was the theme of last week: observe, don't absorb. So I really feel that you need to go do some stargazing. I mean, the moon is beautiful right now. If you guys can see it here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's awesome. Hey, Mystical Musings. Hey, Marley, I got you, girl. So that's the overall advice. Observe, don't absorb, my Aquarius. Okay, cool. So now we will move on to Pisces. I know we have some Pisces up in here. All right, let's see. What is the advice for Pisces this week? Okay. The advice is, it's time to take action. All right, Pisces, get into that Aries energy and ram it, whatever it is. Like, put the pedal to the metal and stop swimming around in Neptune land, okay? Yes, Alicia, I love that. Observe, don't absorb. My mom is a Pisces. I have a lot of Pisces friends. My Pisces moon, I'm like, oh man, I always have to remind myself of that. So anyway, so it's time to take action, Pisces, this week. Okay, let's see what the challenge is. Whatever it is, that you're sitting on a project or you're birthing a new idea, it's time for you to step into that and take the first step forward and stop dreaming about it and actually do something about it. That's what Aries does. It initiates spring. So let's see. Ooh, okay. It's time to take action, because your challenges this week, if you don't take action, you're going to sit there and start feeling bad and doubting your thoughts and your projects. And you're going to sit there and be like, you know what? You're at a loss, right? You can't do that. You need to get into your energy and your power, and don't let outside forces keep you out in the cold, because it's all about you taking action, opening up the door that's knocking on you, and step through that doorway, because prosperity wants to come into you for you this week. This new idea. I actually have a new idea. I have a lot of new ideas I've been sitting on, and today I was like, you know what? I finally felt that inspiration to do, like, all right, I'm going to take the step forward, even though it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm going to do it. So the overall advice this week is go the distance, be that cheetah, see, get into that Aries energy, get that fire. Do it, Pisces. This is your overall advice this week, is to go the distance. It's time for you to cross this start line and look at the end result and just go. Don't worry about how you're going to get there or what steps you need to take to do it. Just take the first step, and the road will always rise to meet you. I feel like there's a song lyric in my head, and that, because I know that's the second time I've said that, but there's a song lyric in my head that is with the road rising up to meet. Oh, I think it's from Soja. Alicia, I know you listen to Soja. What is that song? Hold on, it's coming to me. Oh my gosh, it's like seriously right on the tip of my tongue, but it's the road rises up to meet me. It's it feels like life is taking over, feels like it's meant to be. Hold on, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Okay. Oh, it's driving me crazy. It's from an earlier album, Alicia. Okay, so we will move on to Aries. I'll think of the song and I'll put the link in the description box or in the comment section after the live. All right, Aries, what's going on for my Aries sun, moon, rising this week? Let's see what's going on. Ooh, work through your fears. All right. Another new moon. You guys, a lot of new moons and full moons in the readings this week. We just had the huge, powerful shift on Saturday night with the full moon. Okay, so Aries, it's time for you to stop being scared about what the world's going to think about you, because since Aries are kind of like the infant and the initiator of everything, breaking through the surface takes a lot of energy. Go out and shine your heart chakra into the sun. I really feel like you need to step up, and you're letting things hold you back. I don't know what it is, but whether it's in your career or in love or in relationships or projects. And there's a card that fell on the floor. I love it. Okay, so this is cool. So we have the King of Wands in reverse. So this is saying you don't see something coming this week because you're focusing on something else, right? So when it's the other way, he's out there looking at his land going, I got this, right? I'm on top of my game. I have everything going on. I'm very passionate. But there's something this week that is coming behind you unexpectedly. You're not knowing what it is. So in order to not be completely surprised, you need to work through your fear and turn around and look at the entire world, your entire world around you, okay? Don't just be focused on one aspect. And because fear is a huge enabler, and fear is like, they're so fearful of public speaking. They would rather, I don't know, there's like all these different theories, but fear is just a huge disabler. Did I say enabler? I meant to say disabler. Okay, so the overall advice this week, Aries, is yang. Okay, see, get into that Aries energy, get that yin and yang, build that fire and move forward. So burn all that negative energy out of your space. And if there's anything wishy-washy around you, get rid of it, okay? Get rid of it this week. Let the fire burn it off into steam and release it out into the universe, because whatever this thing that is coming up behind you that you don't see coming, this surprise, you have the power to see the surprise, okay? And you have the power to see how it's going to impact your life. So don't be scared this week, Aries. It's going to be fine, but you need to work through your fears, because you could be your worst own enemy this week. That's also what I'm hearing, is this is an internal thing, okay? That maybe not externally a surprise, but internally. So you need to build that fire and stoke the fire, Aries. Come on, you got this. Oh, Mystical Musings, I'm so happy to see you. All right, so we will move on to Taurus. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, Venus. Okay, Taurus, we have a full moon lunar eclipse for you. So conclusions are in reach. So right now, you may be feeling there's a huge shift and change coming, but you're not really sure what it is, or you may be anticipating this, and just know that it is definitely on its way to finally manifesting, and know if there's any kind of conflict or anything, there's a conclusion in reach with any good communication. I think remember we just talked about the forest through the trees. Look, you see the moon, the forest through the trees. Okay, so I feel like there might be some information that you don't have access to, but know that it's coming, and you will be able to see the moon clearly. It just needs to rise a little bit further above the tree line, and you're going to have the conclusion, okay? You're going to see things clearly. It's going to happen for you. All right, let's see what the challenge is this week, Taurus. All right. Ooh, okay. So we have the Star card. That doesn't seem like much of a challenge. That seems pretty amazing. So you are in line for some really great stuff this week. You just need to be a little bit more patient. Have a little bit more patience, because it is happening. Yes, Alicia, right? Like, I totally just channeled that hard. Yes, Mystical Musings, I'm so happy you're here. You have to meet Alicia. I met Alicia in Vegas at the Leo King conference in 2016. Yes. The star is life. I mean, look at this. She has all this beautiful energy, and she has, I don't know what kind of bird that is. I can't tell. It almost looks like a goose, but it's not. But she's surrounded by all this beautiful energy. The stars are guiding her. She's full of life. She's literally just like pouring in this beautiful energy out into the universe, because the universe is filling her with light. So she's spreading her love and her emotion out. So that's not a challenge this week. Just know this is actually what is coming to you, Taurus. And it may not happen exactly this week, because the conclusions are coming to fruition, but it may not happen exactly this week, or it may not happen how you think it's going to happen. So let's see what the overall advice is, Taurus. Woohoo! Ooh, poised. Okay, so this is awesome. I love this card. I automatically think of Cirque du Soleil, if anyone's seen any of those shows. And I really feel that this is the show. The show is happening for you. It's going to show up for you. It's going to surprise you. And that's with the star card too. The star card is also the lucky lotto card. So you might want to go play the lotto this week. And it's also just a surprise too. Or when you walk into a room or you feel the butterflies in your stomach, when you see somebody, you meet somebody, that's part of the star card too. So with the poise card, this is all about literally like the grand finale. So I do think that whatever this is for you, Taurus, this week, this is awesome. So if it doesn't come to conclusion completely this week, it's really just on the brink of it within the next 7 to 10 days. It's exactly what I'm hearing. You guys know I don't predict time frames, but that's what I'm hearing for Taurus this week. Woo! I just love peppermint water. Okay. Whew. All right, Geminis. Woohoo! Let's see what's in store for Geminis this week. Ooh, expect a powerful change, Gemini. So right now, again, new moon, lunar eclipse. This is awesome. So everything that is, look how the light is just coming out through behind the moon. And that's the sunshine, obviously. So it's literally just going to all of a sudden just burn all this dark energy away. And this beautiful light is going to shine into your life. And it's going to illuminate a lot of things that you've been feeling stuck on. And it's going to give you the path on how to navigate through the situation. So you've been feeling really mundane. You're looking for inspiration. Something's going to give you that inspiration this week. All right, let's see what the challenge is. Okay. Oh, I just love the Queen of Wands. So the challenge this week is making sure that you are using your fiery power and your strength in good manner this week. Okay. You might be triggered with something, waiting for this powerful change to happen, or it may happen so quickly you may get into that fiery Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius mode. Be super chill. You got this. Look at her sitting on her throne. She's like, I'm on top of my game. I got this. Hey, Fatima, how are you? Yeah, absolutely. Would love that. I'll post a link here in a second. But yeah, so the challenges this week is to really not let that Gemini air mix with too much fire where you say something you don't mean to say this week. Oh, that's awesome. You're welcome, Freddie. That's awesome. All right, Gemini, the overall advice for you this week is loyal heart. I love this, especially with the Queen of Wands, with that fire energy. Even though she's more Aries, I feel like that because whenever it pulls up in the readings, I'm like, oh, there I am. But it also is Leo and Sagittarius. But loyal heart is very Leo. And look at these two owls. They are just, they have their queen, they have their crowns on, the queen and the king. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Alicia. Cool, Fatima. Thank you. I'll get to you. We'll do readings with the end. We're almost finished. But the overall advice is loyal heart. So only direct yourself this week, Gemini, with people who have your best interest in mind, but make sure you have your own best interest in mind. Make sure that you are only surrounding yourself with royalty. And when I say royalty, don't muck around with people that are just wasting time and space. Only do true connections this week, okay, Gemini? That's the overall advice. And we're ending with Cancer since we already did Leo. All right, Cancers. I know we got a Cancer in the house tonight. Woohoo! Okay, cool. I got you, Fatima. Thank you. All right, Cancers, let's see what's going on. All right. Ooh, blue moon. Believe in the impossible, Cancers. All right, my little crabbies. You may be feeling a little crabby that the impossible is out of reach, but believe me and believe this card that it is happening for you. And also, instead of just believing, I'm hearing being. So get into that space and that manifestation of what you want to manifest, of what you want to happen for you, and get into that state of it already being a part of you and your soul and every cell in your body. When you're meditating, when you breathe in and breathe out, feel how it already is, you being it. Because believing is great, but being is stronger. It's more powerful. All right, let's see what the challenge is for you this week, Cancers. Ooh, right out of the gate. Okay, so yes, internally you're feeling the Five of Pentacles, is feeling loss. So I really feel that the power this week, your challenge is to get out of this feeling and get into, instead of believing, first of all, you need to believe, but get into the being this week. Okay. That's the challenge. Otherwise you're going to feel in this space. You want to get out of Five of Pentacles as quickly as possible and get into the next level of the Six of Pentacles, because the tarot is all about progression. Obviously starts at an ace and then goes and ends with a king. So it's the same thing with like playing cards. So you need to get out of this energy and believe in the impossible and believe in yourself. Okay. So let's see, Cancers. Your hubby is so cool, Alicia. I see you guys on Instagram all the time. All right. Ooh, your overall advice this week, Cancers, is mending. Okay. So mending any kind of disharmony or discord in yourself. And then if there's any discord out into, family or close relatives, of what I'm hearing, and family members and friends, but really like close people that you're with in your life, mend any kind of fences, because this could be what's keeping you in this Five of Pentacles. Maybe you're feeling that, the holidays are coming up. Maybe you're feeling a little put out. I don't know. Or it could be a job too. But just know that any kind of manifestation that it happens with self-care. And people think that self-care is just, taking baths and rubbing beautiful lotion on your skin and doing your nails. It is, but self-care is also what you put in your body. It's what you ingest, what you feed your cells with, with good food, or, make sure that you're not putting harmful toxins in your system, because that's not self-care. If you're not taking care of your body, the vessel that's carrying your soul through this life, then you aren't doing 100% self-care. So that's like the core of self-care. So I really feel that message is coming super strong for you, Cancers, this week. Okay. Woo. Okay. So we'll get into the readings, and then let me see what decks I want to use. If you guys want to chime in on the chat, for everyone who donated, so thank you so much. Chime in if you would like a general reading or love, or actually some people may just already put on PayPal. There's a little thing too. You can say a comment. Okay. So Bill and Nikki, let me know. I'll just scroll up in the chat really fast to see. Okay. All right, 1 second. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting everybody in order. Okay. All right. All right, Nikki, we will start with you. Let me grab some other cards. We're going to do the Beach Balance Life cards. Woo! Cool, Alicia. Love it. I do have my Romance Angel cards here too, if you guys want any love messages. Ooh. I'm going to use a deck that Mystical Musings gave me when she came to stay with me in Chicago. I love you too, Alicia. I'm so happy you're here. This makes me so stoked. I'm so stoked. Okay. We'll use some Ganesha and some Psychic Tarot. Okay. It's like switching the decks, like changing the guards at the Royal Palace here in Aries, Sun, and Leo Rising Land. Okay. All right. Nikki. All right. We'll start with Nikki, and then we'll do Bill, and then Alicia, and we'll just go down the line after that. Okay. All right, Nikki, let's see what's going on with you this week. What do you need to know for this week? Ooh, okay. Interesting. So 2 cards pulled out. So if people don't know, Beach Balance Life are my personal tarot cards, oracle cards, and they're beautiful in the artwork, okay? I know. I put a lot of time and energy into this. And the whole concept of Beach Balance Life is surfing, sailing, and diving, which is all of my adventures that I like to do to surround my life with. And so I really feel like these cards speak to me the most because obviously they're part of my experiences. And it's not me interpreting somebody else's cards or interpreting myself. Yes, Fatima, I did. Thank you. Don't worry. I got you. You're on the list. You came in last. So thanks, Marley. Okay, so Nikki, all right, I'm going to focus on the reading now. Nikki, so the card that's coming out is True Wind. So the true wind, when you're sailing, is the actual wind speed of when you look at any kind of weather. You know, it's like 5 to 10 knots of wind, 10 to 15 knots, which is different from an apparent wind. Okay, so right now, you're surrounded in some beautiful, chill energy. And the reason why I know it's super chill is because it's the leeward side. So you have the leeward side of the island. I feel like right now you're in a space where things are super chill. They're moving forward, progressing. You're in a warm, salty, sunny breeze. And it's like there are no hiccups at all, okay? So let's see what your challenge is for this week. That's fine, Fatima. You can give me a specific question. You can pop it in the chat. Okay, so 2 cards popped out. Your challenges this week is endurance. So you may be a little bit in true chill mode where you need to maybe just step it up a little bit and know that, you know, or you may be in a space that is, you feel that it's not going anywhere, but it is. You just have to keep going with the flow. Again, Alicia said that earlier in the chat, going with the flow. It's all about going downstream, right? And downwind, it's like the leeward side is when you're on the island. If you're on the windward side, that's like super crazy wind. You want to be on the leeward side unless you want to sail someplace super fast, but this is where you are. Okay, and the other card that popped out was water flight, okay, which is interesting. A lot of water energy, just chilling. Look at this mermaid. She's just super chilling with all of these beautiful humpback whales. And you know, and honestly, you know what you should do? You should go look up humpback whales singing on YouTube and sleep to it tonight. I think it would really benefit you. This card says heaven lifts burdens, heaviness lifts Burdens are cast away in your weightlessness, okay? So it's back with that chill, super amazing vibe with the wind and the salty breeze. So I really feel that your challenge this week is to stay in this state of mind, because you have to know, don't let your mind weigh you down, okay? You want to be weightless this year, or this year. That could be a message for you too, okay? So maybe between now and the end of the year, even though this is a weekly message, I feel like the weightlessness is where you need to put your efforts, okay? So let's see what Ganesha says for you. Okay, I got you, Fatima. You're just going to wait a little bit longer, honey. Okay. So Nikki, so the overall advice is achievement. So you may be feeling either things aren't moving quickly enough for you, or you feel that you're not doing enough to move things forward, but you just know that things are moving forward. They might just be at a really chill pace, because at the end, there's this achievement for you this week, okay? All these beautiful gifts of prosperity. I'm totally getting a lot of pictures of marigolds and beautiful flowers and really good food, and sharing that with the people you love. I really feel that it's almost like on Eat, Pray, Love, when she goes to India, when she does that wedding, that's exactly what I'm seeing right now. So I'm not sure what that means to you, but I think that there's definitely a message in there for you, okay? So I'm going to pull an overall yes, no, or get more advice card for you for a specific question that you may have in your mind about this situation or this reading. Let's see. Okay, the card just flipped. Let me find it. Yes, I love this. Perfect timing. So you are totally in the flow with the universe this week, and your challenge is to stay in that flow. So do whatever it takes, whether it's meditation, listening to humpback whale singing, anything like that, because everything's going to manifest exactly how you want it to be. And if this has to do with work, this could be projects coming through, or something that, it's not moving quick enough, which is pretty ideal with Mars being in retrograde right now and Mercury just going direct today. With communication, I really feel that you are in the right spot at the right time. So this is awesome. This is so cool. This is a really positive reading, especially from the one last week, completely opposite. That one was confusing for me too. But that's your message this week, Nikki. Woohoo! Okay, so Mr. Bill Bernacki, my moderator. You guys notice that Shoe Guy hasn't been back? That was really weird. Okay. All right, Bill, let's see what's going on. Yes, we have the shooting star, which is awesome. This is the star card. It's lucky in love, lucky in the lotto, lucky in any endeavor you're doing. And yes, pumping iron. No, I know why you do that, because you're my moderator. But yeah, the shooting star card is exactly where you are now. So this is awesome energy for you. And only one card popped out, so that's why I only pulled one card for you. But let's see what your challenge is this week. Since you're feeling pretty, vivacious, a lot of cool energy going on around you, let's just make sure that you are taking care of your inner child, okay? Make sure you're nurturing yourself, because you may be shooting so high and vibing so high this week. Just make sure that you're not depleting all your energy and not putting it back into your soul and into yourself this week, okay? And also, any kind of endeavors where you have motherly energy, protective energy, or fatherly energy, this is a note for you to tune in on this too, and make sure you're focusing and not splitting your energy, but sharing some of that starlight into this illumination part of your life right now. I'm going to pull another card just in a different deck just to clarify that. Yes, because you have a lot of victory and success. So you want to share the wealth, which you do. You're one of the most generous people I know. And so, yes, you have all the success and victory coming in for you. Let's see what Ganesha says for you. I love this deck too. And because again, blessings, love it. Look at all these blessings being showered upon you and around everybody around you too, because Ganesha is in the flow, all about giving and receiving. And, what I was saying earlier about spirituality and breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And it's all about receiving the universe and giving to the universe at the same time. And so I really feel, you know what? You need to go check out one of those Russell Brand videos on YouTube and how he gets high off breathing. I think that would really benefit you this week, because you have all of this beautiful, amazing energy and just all this abundance pouring in on you this week, that it's not specific on what area of your life is, but only you know that. But this is awesome energy. And I think that the breathing exercise would really benefit you. So let's see if you have any kind of question. Let's see if we get a clarifier, yes, no, or maybe, and then we will go from there. Remain positive, which is this is just the universe emphasizing you are already in this positive state. You may be feeling like things are too good to be true and you're pinching yourself, trying to wake yourself up, but trust the universe. This is an awesome, lucky week for you. Okay. You just need to make sure that you don't deplete all your energy in one place. Make sure you're spreading the wealth with the people around you, but more so your inner child. Okay. That's what I have for you this week. Woo, that's so cool. Okay, Alicia, I am so stoked to read for you. Woo! Super, super stoked. Okay, oh wait. Yeah, you said general, right? Oh, cool. Yeah, it's like the vibe is super high right now. I'm like, let's see. Okay, general reading. I was just also reading what you were saying, Alicia. That any messages, any strong messages for protective forces are awesome. And talking them deep and every morning during meditation. That's awesome. Have you been doing any of your chanting videos lately? I need to go look. I don't really scroll through Instagram and Facebook very much because it's like a deep, dark hole. And I try to not do that. Okay, Alicia, general reading. Oh, let's see. Okay, so 2 cards popped out. Interesting. This is, okay, so we had the Aquarius card pop out for you and ask your angels. So what I'm getting, I'm going to pull one more card because that's not totally about surfing, sailing, and diving, but that's a message in there for you. And, I just saw the card batten down. So batten down is when you're battening down the hatches because of storm. Maybe you've gone through some sort of internal storm or an external storm, chaos around you. And it may be feeling very like out of this world with the Aquarius energy and a lot of things just flying at you, or this could be happening around you. But I do know that your angels, they know why you're getting this information and why it's coming into you in this weird way. And you may be feeling defensive by wanting to batten down the hatches, but I kind of feel like you need to open them up a little bit to let the information in. Because it's like when the UPS man, he can't deliver a package if you don't open the door. You can't look through the peephole all the time, right? So I feel like that's just currently what's going on. You have to chime in and let me know if that resonates at all. Oh, okay. Will you invite me to that group, please? That'd be awesome. Okay. So your overall, like the challenge this week is, okay, good. It's like when I'm doing readings, and I just do general, I'm like, oh my God. but it always resonates, which is, I love that about my angels and my guides. They've got my back, you know, even though I'm out here doing spiritual work through human forces. Okay. So I have the falling in love card. So the falling in love card is telling me that this is a challenge. So I feel that perhaps there's been conflict in personal relationships or in a project, but you need to get back into a space to fall back in love with it. Or you could be entering a new phase right now where you have an opportunity. This is the challenge card though. So that's why it's not like the challenge is falling in love. I think the challenge is falling back in love with the energy, getting back in alignment. That's what it is. You need to get back into alignment because there's a lot of crazy energy with this, the batten down in the Aquarius energy. And that's why you just need to sit down and have a conversation with your angels, which I know you do all the time anyway, but you need to get back into alignment because something's throwing you off. And I don't know what that is. And let me get a clarifier. Okay, so memories of love. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups. So this could be reaching back into the energy that makes you feel that your cup is full, that everyone's cup around you is full of beautiful flowers and love, and really getting back into that energy of that comfort, getting back into the comfort. So I feel that maybe this little storm that has just like made you feel disheveled. And so I really feel that this is also memories of love is also a reconciliation card. So I'm feeling that with the falling in love card, I really feel that there's going to be a reconciliation of a project, of a passion, of a work environment or relationship or personal relationship that's going to reignite and get back into alignment and smooth out. I feel like I'm hearing smooth sailing. And so let's see what Ganesha has for you. Okay. Oh, you also get the blessings card. So even though this storm doesn't feel like a blessing, it is a blessing because it's going to shower in more abundance, and you're going to vibe so high out of this situation that you're going to be right in alignment with the universe. And it's just really going to shower all this beautiful like flower petals. Like it's going to like that Sade video, that love video. I really feel like this is definitely like going to come in for you. Let's see. Okay, so this makes sense. So that's what I was saying with the with batten down. Is you may be feeling a little overwhelmed because of all this Aquarius energy, but you've had that Aquarius moon, girl. You got this. So you just need to pick and choose wisely which projects you want to give your attention to, because you know what? Honestly, I also want to talk to you about crystals too. I don't know if you do wholesale for crystals, but side note, there's another door. But I feel like you need to pick and choose the ones that are going to keep you grounded and not feel in like any kind of chaos, right? Okay, so overall, yes, no, maybe. Let's see peaceful resolution. All right, so this is awesome. This is everything I was just saying with Ganesha and all the blessings coming through. So there's a reason why all this is happening and these doors are presenting themselves to you, and the seeds are finally sprouting. So. And the thing about I'm a gardener amongst everything else I do. I know you can't tell with all my plants, but when you plant seeds and they sprout, sometimes the seedlings will grow faster and they choke out the roots of the smaller seedlings. And so not everyone's going to end up blooming. So just keep that in mind too. And that's why I think it's important to, you don't have to feel overwhelmed because they're going to start weeding themselves out. Okay. Woo! All right, Cassandra. And then we have then Marley, and then Fatima. Okay, let's see. Cassandra, did you tell me if you wanted a general? Yep, you did. Okay, cool. I got you, girl. All right. That's awesome, Alicia. I hope so. And honestly, I mean, everybody in this chat, if they have a question throughout the week, you can call me and I'll pull another card, because I'm all about, like, it's not about just one reading. It's like the follow-up and the maintenance too. So you know how to get a hold of me if you need more information or clarity. Okay, so, Cassandra, you have a new opportunity knocking at your door right now, which is awesome. That's so cool. And I pulled the southwest breeze. This is my favorite direction of wind when I'm sailing, because the Lake Michigan in the Great Lakes, which, by the way, is the third largest freshwater lake in the world. And it is literally like the most beautiful warm breeze of the warm air coming off the land, and the entire lake is flat. So sailing is epic. It's epic. So I really feel that this opportunity that's coming in for you this week is going to really just flow so easily to you that you're going to be surprised on how easy it's just going to come. So let's see what the challenge is for you this week. Ooh. Oh, okay. So the challenge, I don't see this as a challenge. I see this as awesome, is divine sensuality, okay? And this is all about making love and erotica. So your challenge this week is making sure that this opportunity that comes to you, you may be wondering if it's your passion or your path, but I do feel like it is your path, and you're going to know, because you're going to get that like super excited feeling in your stomach, and like in your, you know what I'm talking about. You're going to really feel that root chakra activate, and it's going to spark so much creativity, which is awesome, because that's what the root chakra is. It's all about sexuality, and it's all about the first and second chakra. I think they kind of blend together, but it's going to ignite this passion, and that's where passion projects start. Marley. All right, so I'm going to pull a clarifier for you. All right. Rejoice in celebration. So yes, this is the Three of Cups. This is awesome. So much good opportunity coming in for you this week. It's going to make you feel alive in so many ways, more than you realize, because I feel like you've been waiting for this new opportunity. All right, let's see what Ganesha has for you. Ooh, and the surrender card. Okay, I love this so much. So just surrender to the universe. When this opportunity comes, and don't second guess anything. You are just go with the flow and chill. Sit on that sailboat in that southwest breeze with the flat water and beautiful warm 80-degree wind blowing through your hair, and feeling inspired that things are moving forward again for you. I really feel like this is awesome. So surrender to the universe. I'll pull a yes, no, maybe, and then we will move on. I think that's awesome. You have to come in and let me know what that is. And it says in the near future. So this is happening in the near future. If it doesn't happen this week, it will definitely happen very quickly. Actually, I feel like it's more of the Seven of Swords. You're just tripping over it, this opportunity. It's going to happen quicker than you think, and you're going to get the call quicker than you think. So that's what I have for you. Woo! I love channeling. It is so fun. So fun. Okay, Marley, we have you, and then we have Fatima. And let me just make sure we don't have anyone else. Let's see. How are y'all feeling out there? Okay, Marley, general. Good. And then Fatima, I have your question up there in the chat. I'll look at it. Okay. Sure, Valerie. I if you don't mind waiting, and then I also post a donation link. Absolutely. Okay, Marley, I got you, girl. You know, when I pull these Beach Balance Life cards, that sharing quarters card always pops out for you. And if you guys don't know what sharing quarters is, I think we all do. Thank you, Valerie. That's awesome. Okay. I just have a couple people ahead of you, Valerie. All right. Marley. I was just thinking about you today. I'm like, she's so awesome. Your sister too. All right. So I'm going to pull a couple cards. Okay. First, the docking card popped out. So I feel like you're sitting on the dock. You're sitting on the dock on your boat and you're not going out on the water. What are you doing, girl? Why are you sitting there stalling? Because this card says give it a chance. So I feel like there's something you're stalling on this week that you're not moving forward with, and you need to really just take a leap of faith, okay? I don't know if that's job or relationship or career, but since it's general, only you know what that is. And interesting. So we have the sacrifice card pop out. So I feel like you may feel that sitting at the dock, if you're not going to go out sailing on the lake and you just want to sit on your boat and have cocktails, that's all good and dandy. But the thing is, I feel that you feel like it's going to be a sacrifice if you actually go out on the water. I think you may be scared of the weather conditions or of, this is a path you haven't been down and you might have to sacrifice something, but just trust that this is the challenge. So the challenge is to know if the sacrifice is worth it or not. But the cards are saying give it a chance. So I would just, honestly, I'm get a little bit more information because I feel like you need to, I don't want to just send you down a path and be like, don't even listen to any red flags. Pay attention to red flags and pay attention to your intuition a lot this week. So, I love this. Did I not just say pay attention to your intuition this week and the signs and the red flags? Again, the clarifier popped out. So move forward with this, but use your intuition wisely this week. That is awesome because you want to make sure that you're stretching your boundaries, but you're not just walking off a cliff like the fool. You want to make sure you're doing your information and things like that. Awesome. All right. I'll check. Awesome. I think I got it. I got you, Valerie. Okay. So let's see what Ganesh has for you. I cannot believe what this, I have a feeling what this is. I love it. And then I have the surrender card. You also have to surrender. So you need to surrender your control issues. I feel like there's a situation. I honestly feel like it's a love situation. I could be totally wrong, but that's the picture I'm getting in my head. And I really feel that you're stalling on going out with somebody or accepting an invitation to go on a date. And you just need to give it a chance. You don't have to marry the person. You just go out there. Now, if it's not love, then, well, take that and put it towards a work or a project. But I do feel that you need to surrender to the universe, but also pray to your angels. You have the guidance that you need to get you through this. This is cool. These are the kind of fun lessons, you know what I mean? Because they're like, the universe is gently pushing you. And it doesn't feel like a life lesson. It just feels like a fun lesson. Like, hey, just get out there and do something different, right? So let me pull a clarifier, yes, no, maybe, and we'll see what this says for you. Okay. All right. Big happy changes. Oh my gosh, Marley, you just have to trust the universe. The universe has your back. If you're not sure, pray to your angels and your guides and just take a step forward. Stop sitting at the dock with the lines tied to the dock. Take the lines off, turn on the engine, back out of the slip, and throw up the sails and go for a sail. Let's go for a spin. You never know where it's going to take you, but I do feel like it's going to lead you down a very happy path. You have to tell me what this is, girl. I'm super excited for you. That's so cool. That's right. Yes, get some wind behind those sails and feel the breeze in your hair. Let your hair down and get into that 3 of Cups mode of like the partying and let your hair down, have some fun. Just make sure you look at red flags. Okay. All right, Fatima. I'm going to go up and look at, let's see. I know. Oh, okay. How funny. Oh my gosh, when I put my cursor over it, it says woman rowing boat, and then it says dashing away for the wind. I think you're trying to dash away, and you have an opportunity in front of you. All right. Fatima, let me go up to your question. All right. Will Muhammad reconnect with me? I'm feeling a lot of fear and anxiety today. Okay. Let me figure out. Since we have a specific question, I want to pull different cards. Ooh, the card that popped out is balancing spirituality and practicality. So I really feel, Fatima, I feel that, well, this is your current energy, okay? We're going to get into the yes or no. But I do feel that you need to reconnect with yourself first and balance yourself out first before trying to figure out if you're going to balance something out with Muhammad, okay? I really feel that once you get into this balanced state of, the dreaminess, but then also the practicality, I feel like you're going to have a clearer answer on where the situation is headed, all right? Because if you're surrounded by this fear and this uncertainty, which is very Pisces, Neptune energy, just know that you need to ground yourself. I really feel like you should sage your house and your room and your phone and your laptop, because it's going to help with all of this confusing energy. And also what I'm hearing is you stop going on social media. And if you're doing any kind of investigating, I recommend not doing that, because you need to bring it back to yourself, back to your own spirit. Okay. Because if you're surrounded by fear, that means you fear lacking something, right? But at the same time, you have the source within you, and you need to get back to that source, back to that empowerment, because it may not be on your path to continue, or it may be on your path to continue with him, right? We don't know until you bring it back to yourself and get grounded. So hold on, I'll pull some more cards. I was just talking to you. Did you hear me? Just let me know so I don't have to repeat myself. Oh, you can call me sis. Okay. So basically what I was saying is you need to bring it back to yourself and balance your emotions and ground yourself, because you're feeling so in this like la la land. And it's okay. Good. You got me. Okay. Cassandra, you're so funny, girl. I wonder what those. Okay. It's funny. I can put the cursor on the top of the emoji. Don't worry, Fatima. And it tells me what the emoji means. It's super funny. Okay, so let's see what your challenge is. Yep. So, okay, you need to balance that out, okay? Oh, cool. It feels like happy hour. That's the best. Every Monday night, 7:30, Alicia. Okay. So the challenge is sacrifice. Okay, what you're doing right now, Fatima, is you're sacrificing your own emotions and your own mental and emotional state to try to figure out what's happening. So you really need to get back grounded, because look how she's not happy. Even though she looks seductive, she's not happy because she is like putting herself out there to try to get the attention. She's like in this siren energy. You need to pull it back and ground yourself. Because it says there are those worth making and those that will destroy you. So this fear and anxiety, I really feel like it's taking you down a bad mental state of mind. I really feel like the path you're going on is not illuminated. You need to get back into yourself to get back into the illumination. And a really great way to clear your energy field, in addition to saging, is like, okay, so imagine yourself standing under the sun, or the sun, right? And imagine Muhammad standing right next to you, and ask your angels to take all the energy that he's been draining from you and take a cord from him to the sun, and just see all your energy go up to the sun, right? Okay, and then once you think you see it finally like dissipate, I just take some scissors, some virtual scissors, and cut it, and then just kind of like bless him out into the wind. Then all the energy that he was taking, the sun's going to burn it off and clean it, right? So once you see like all like the dirty matter, whatever, and the sun just like finally all this beautiful white light, then take a virtual like dot, or like to your, like open up your third eye chakra to the sun, and bring that energy down and visualize it cleansing every single chakra and watching each chakra spin with all the dirty matter going away, and it just leaves the beautiful illuminated colors. And then feel it come out of your hands and your toes and your fingertips, and just really, you know, like feel that, like that Reiki energy. And then close, you know, tap your third eye, and then bless the sun and say thank you. Okay, so I will pull a yes or no card, and you'll have to come back and listen to that. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. Okay, let's see if we can get some answers. Let me see exactly what the question was. Will he reconnect? So let's just ask, will he reach out? Okay. Or will he make a move? Okay. So you're not going to like this. I have the no card, but hear me out. It's no with exclamation point. The energy you're emitting right now is not an energy that is compelling, right? Because you have this fear and anxiety around you, and all that is doing is pushing his energy away. Okay. So it's kind of like, we talked about this last week in my live. You should come every Monday night at this time. And it was all about letting go, because when you chase something, and even if you're virtually and mentally chasing, will he reconnect with me? And you're doing a ton of pick a card readings, and you're putting this energy it's like a barrier, right? So that chakra cleansing exercise I just told you is really good. So, but that's good, because the card that came right behind it was reconsider. Okay. So I feel like once you are grounded and you back into this like badass, like I got my sword energy, right? Your Queen of Swords energy, and get back into the mental clarity, because that's what Queen of Swords is. You are going to reconsider if this is even a healthy path for you, right? You may not want to hear from him when you get back into your own control of your own emotions and your thoughts, but this is all mental, okay? Remember, you are not your thoughts, right? You think your thoughts. You are a light being of beauty and purity and positivity. So you need to push all of that away, okay? So I'm going to pull another card from Ganesh to see, since the universe is saying no right now, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but it's all going to come within you first, right? Okay. I think it's coming up backwards, but this is wholeness. Okay. So look at this. It is all about the heart chakra. Oh my God. I love this so much. Look at all this green passion, energy, and this beautiful love. Girl, I think you should do some yoga and do some heart openers. Like, I'm really like feeling like Cobra pose would be really good for you. Honestly, it's like, the heart chakra, you need to cleanse that. Do that exercise I just told you about, and focus and make sure your heart chakra is clear, okay? That's your blocked chakra right now, because you're scared to have your heart hurt, and it won't be. I know, me too. And like, my necklace is actually like a Queen Anne green. Oh, I have it on backwards, or it's interchangeable, whatever. But it's like to illuminate my heart chakra too. Love it. So cool. Oh, happy birthday, Fatima, you little Scorpio. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cool. You'll have to come back and watch the video. I did the star signs, and I started with Scorpio at the very beginning of this live. I know. Do you know your sun, moon, or rising? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Because you have your stinger out, girl. You need to hide it. Okay. I hope that helps. It all starts with you. Okay, Valerie. Woohoo. Do you want a general reading, Valerie, or do you have a specific question? Cool. Just general. Okay. I got you. I'm so happy you guys are here. I can feel the energy so much. It's so cool. Whenever I end my lives, I'm always like, oh, like everyone went home. Like, just like Alicia said, it feels like happy hour high vibe. Maybe I should start calling it that. Or is that too much like Leo Kingdom high vibe? Okay, Valerie. So currently right now, I pulled from the Beach Balance Life card Oracle deck, mine, is the red tide. So the red tide is not a good thing. It's like a lot of pollution in the water. It's a lot of runoff. And Marley actually clarified this for me. I think I say that every time that card pops out. But there's a lot of runoff and coming from the land into the ocean, and it's a lot of pollution. So I feel, and it's like, it actually irritates your skin. So if there was a red tide warning in any coastal, that they would say don't get in the water because it will actually irritate your skin so much and give you a rash. So I feel like there's something around you that's irritating you. And if not, you need to be aware of it. It may be sitting on the periphery. So if there's like something you want to just jump in like feet first and not even do the research, it might end up not being great for you. So that's just the current energy. Don't worry, we're going to get into it. All right, so let's see what the challenges for you with this red tide irritation, which is also the Five of Wands in the tarot. Okay, so we have fertility. So this is a really beautiful card. This is from a mermaid deck that Mystical Musings gave me. And so this card is telling me that it's time for you to get back into your inner being, your inner self. And maybe once you get back to the heart of the situation and the purity of it, it may not irritate you anymore or have the potential of rubbing you the wrong way. Because this card says potential, powerful, creative energy, and initiation energy. So I think that this is all coming from within you. And remember, if something's irritating you on the surface, it is also the way you're looking at it, the way anybody looks at it, because it's our mind, right? And our ego. Our ego wants to protect us and always throw up walls. I feel that maybe also with the red tide, that could be walls as well. It's however that resonates with you, you have to let me know. But I do feel with the fertility that there's an idea, there's a birthing of something new, a new situation that's going to bring clarity. And yes, this could refer to children if you have children, or if you want children, but it's also, I feel like your inner child, right? So it could be either or, not yours. Are someone else's children bothering you? Does your partner have children and they're bothering you? Are they rubbing you the wrong way? It's a whole thing. Okay. Taking in your cousins. Do you mean taking in your cousins into your house? Like, are they moving in with you or staying with you or something? Let me get a clarifier. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. So this is all about sparking the love and the passion and the creativity and showing the beautiful colors of your personality and just really just pouring love into the situation. Oh, actually the Ace of Cups, but I mean, I was thinking the Ace of Wands too. But this is also, it's the birthing of something new, again, with the fertility. So it might be just how you're looking at this situation. And you need to get back to basics with yourself. Okay. Get control over your thoughts, because this is a lot of water energy. And this is a lot of potential of new things to come out of this, because the Ace is the beginning of the Ace of Cups. Then you go to the Two of Cups and then Three of Cups. So I think that the energy around you, you just need to adjust your thoughts. Okay. A water reader? What is that? That's so cool. Okay. All right. A water reader. Okay. So the clarifier is the truth. So you know the truth within you, and you're going to, the more truth you know, the more it's going to reflect back into you. Look how he's looking out in the window, and it's reflecting all these beautiful stars and this great positive energy. And he's on this scale, right? Everything's balanced out, and he's just sitting in the middle of it, and he's just like gazing and transmuting his positive energy out into the universe. This is what's going to come back to you. Remember, when you're irritated or someone irritates you, it's because of you're irritated with yourself. It's something within yourself. But take that time to look at the shadow side. Why is it irritating? What is that about you that's irritating, that's being reflected to you from other people? Okay. So this is totally, this is why I love the clarifier, because it makes sense now. It makes sense to me. So let's see what Ganesh has for you. Okay. Ooh, we have the belonging. Okay. So the belonging card, making sure you know that you are part of everything, but everything's a part of you. Okay. And it's all about feasting together and coming together with people and really just getting into that energy of back into that, that heart chakra. But I'm also feeling like the solar plexus chakra for you, and getting into that courage of looking and shining that light of why you feel irritated. Because if you don't learn it in this little lesson, it's going to be a bigger lesson next time, right? And we don't want that. I'm cool with no more lessons from the universe. You heard it today on November 2nd. But I know that's not going to happen. Okay, so if you have no powerful, you're welcome. I'm going to pull a yes, no, maybe card for you. But do know that you do have the power. It's within you first. And how you reflect yourself out into the universe is what you're going to get back. All right, so let's see. Yes, no, maybe. Oh, okay, so this card popped out. Okay, so we have improving health. That's you getting back to basics. Balancing your chakras, reflecting out in the world this beautiful energy, and this beautiful, like at the top, there's a cup and it's surrounding her with all this beautiful energy. And she's just literally just like, baby, you're a firework. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Go listen to that Katy Perry song. Oh yeah. Well, I don't have kids. There are other people in this room that are mothers. I can't imagine how it is trying to imbue them with spirituality. I'm sure that's a full-time job on top of being a mother. Let me just pull one more card for you. Let's see. Abundance. Yep. So just literally see the good in everything, see the abundance, and just watch it. It's all about the power of attraction, the law of attraction, and seeing the good in everything. I'm sure you've seen The Secret, but I'm thinking of the scene where the guy is at work and all the employees are really mean to him, and he feels really bad about himself, and he feels like he doesn't have any power. But then once he starts putting out and transmuting this beautiful high vibe high vibed, abundant energy within himself because he believes in himself and gets into his solar plexus chakra, all those people at his office start fading away. Like people start quitting and they get moved to a different apartment or department. So I feel like that's that. I know that that's a work reference, but that's the closest thing I can see to like pulling it all together for you. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Bye, Marley. Good night. Love you, girl. You're welcome. Thank you for the donation. You're the best. So that's what I have. All right, let me see. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. And then you're welcome, Valerie. And that's awesome. I saw you subscribed. Welcome to Beach Balance Life channel. Woohoo! Let me just make sure I got everybody. And then what I'll do is then I'll close it out with a collective reading for everybody this week. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. Valerie, where are you from? Are you in the US? Okay. And you don't have to say it's a chat. I get it. El Paso. Nice. I used to live in Austin. Oh, Alicia. She's the best. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I'm so happy to meet you. That's so cool. Woo! I love it. Good. I'm glad that reading helped you. You know, it's like when I read for somebody the first time, tuning into the energy takes a minute. And I seriously, every single time I have to trust my intuition and just say it. And it's always just like right on point. So it's pretty cool. I'm so happy you're on here. Okay, so what I'll do is I will pull a general reading for everybody to close out the readings and this awesome week. Actually, let me burn a little bit more sage. All right, sweet. Okay. Oh, okay, this card actually wanted to pop out. Okay, so for everybody in the room who's still on the live, which is pretty much everybody, for the collective reading, the card that just popped out was a Seraphina card. This is a really beautiful energy on this card. Look at the energy coming into her, just under her wings. You have the heart chakra energy, you have the crown chakra, the throat chakra, all the colors are just like surrounding her and swirling around. Super cool. And it says, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So this is telling me that we are all in a place right now where we have been waiting for things to manifest. And and it's something is going to bring us together closer to the people that we're with. And it's going to happen this week. And addition could mean anything. It could mean, you know, I'm seeing it as not a ceremony, but like a traditional dinner, like a Sunday night dinner or something like that, where there's going to be a bond with people in your family or the loved ones in your life that brings you closer. And it's going to be super special. This could also mean in addition as a pregnancy or whatever, but I don't predict any of that. I'm not a doctor. So, but this is really cool. So I really feel that, remember, it all comes down to our own control, and what we put out into the universe, what we mirror is what we mirror back. So let's see. I'll pull another card. See if there's any additional challenges so we can be aware of them this week. Cool. Okay, so 2 cards popped out. All right. The first one is realizations and epiphanies. So didn't I just say that when it's going to be a communal gathering with your friends and families when a bond's going to strengthen, and you're going to have these realizations and epiphanies that are going to spark more creativity and projects in your life, and more so just the love. It's going to expand your heart chakra in so many ways, just like that Ganesha card. Let me see if it's still here. I already put it back in the deck, but it's all about the heart chakra just beaming out of like a lightsaber from your heart. And I really feel like this is going to be, this is really going to be something that's just going to tickle you fancy, you know, tickle you pink is what I'm hearing. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely so many awakenings happening right now. And then we also have changing your mind. So remember, we have the power to change our minds, to get into that space of positivity, that the aura of looking at the positive and why things are falling apart or coming together, because we do not control our thoughts. I mean, we do not think our thoughts do not control us. See how Mercury retrograde's trying to twist it all around? We control our thoughts and we control everything, okay? We are in the power. We are in the catbird seat. So we need to make sure that we change our mind if we feel that we are powerless at any point this week. We need to get back into that space of, hey, listen, I got this. I know what I want to manifest. I know what I want my environment to be. The universe has my back. Everything that I want is already in my vortex. It's going to happen. I'm just getting ready to be ready for it to happen. And don't worry about over planning, overthinking. Stay in a neutral space this week, okay? That is a huge message that's just coming through super hard and fast. And then the overall advice, I'll pull from the Mermaid deck. Yes, Alicia, for sure. Okay, so this card popped out. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so this card is experiments, okay? And if you look at it, look at how beautiful she is sitting there, and there's this dark energy around her. And it says, manipulation of nature, forcing change, cruelty in the pursuit of knowledge, and arrogance. So this is what is around us this week. And we have the power to change this reality by changing our minds and changing the way we see things. Because remember, we mirror what we put out into the universe. So I'm going to pull another card from a different deck because I want to clarify the alchemy, the Midas touch. I know. Alicia, you know what you should do? There are so many videos on YouTube that do that chant, and you can just loop it for like 8 hours and like, bam, you're out there. I always think of you. And actually, I was listening to that yesterday morning, and it had been a while. I must have been connecting with you. Okay, so the High Priestess card popped out. So see, we got this. We have our crown. We know what we want. Look at her. She has a choker on her neck with a beautiful blue sapphire. And literally, it's all about speaking our truth. Speak your truth this week. Do not let people say things to you. Whatever you do, don't get into arguments, but speak your truth. Speak your beauty and let your love shine and your heart shine. And if that's telling people that you love them and just being vocal and anything like that, I think it's super important this week because there's a lot of dark energy in general. And especially this week in the US, there's going to be a lot of, I would take a detox from social media. Everybody should take a detox from social media this week. And so the overall advice for everybody tonight is the leap of faith. Having the faith within your heart, soul, mind, and body, and taking a risk to put your heart's truest desire into action. So follow your heart's truest desire and speak your truth. That is the overall message for everybody this week. Oh my gosh. What an awesome spiritual happy hour, Alicia. I love you. I love you too. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Alicia. That means so much. Thank you. Alicia just said, I love you and thank you for being on the earth with me at this time. Thank you for your light and trust that you are impacting the world more than you realize. Thank you. I miss you too. I'll let you know when I come down to Texas. I promise. I haven't been down there in probably like 8 years, but I'm so happy you're all here. And thank you so much for letting me read for you guys. I had such a blast. It's so fun. And Alicia, thank you for sharing my video. That's so cool. Valerie is awesome. She came in. And then Fatima, that's cool. She's new. Yes, I'm glad we had this space. You know, I was so nervous to put myself out here. I mean, I've had my YouTube channel for, I don't know, 3 years. And now I'm just like, you know, screw it. If jobs don't want to hire me because I'm out here being spiritual, then I don't want to be a part of their company anyway. And if people don't want to date me because I'm out here doing spirituality, let that be the filter. Thank you, universe. You know what I mean? Like, universe is protecting me so hardcore that, you know, it's like my channel isn't even exploding with subscribers, but I consider that a blessing because it's keeping people out. Oh, thank you. I'm proud of you too, girl. I love the crystal thing. I so want to talk to you about that because I think I'm looking for a wholesaler. I have a lady out in Pasadena or somewhere in California. I can't remember where, but she's not the easiest one to get a hold of. But I'm proud of you too. Okay, cool. Rock and roll. I love you guys so much. I hope everyone has an amazing week. This is so cool. Once the video posts, I will put the timestamps of when I do the astrology or the tarot readings for the week for each astrological sign, sun, moon, or rising, just so you guys can skip ahead if you want to check back with that. And the most fun I had was doing all the readings. I'm so happy you all came over here. Mystical Musings, you're still here. You've been seeing me use your deck. I love you too. I hope that all is well with everybody and everyone stays in the beauty of their heart and their mind and their soul and speaks from their heart chakra and their throat chakra this week. Let it literally just come out. That is a great deck. Yes. So great. I love you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I always feel like it's like goodbye, but I will say, instead of saying goodbye, I'll say farewell for now. And I will be in touch with you all, I'm sure, but definitely I'll see you next Monday. And Alicia, I'm going to work on calling this a happy hour. I love it. Spiritual happy hour. Brilliant, because I work in the liquor industry. So, you know, it's all about cocktails. Okay. Sweet. Yes. I love it. I asked for inspiration this morning and I got it. Yes, that's right. Blaze the sage, burn it all, the negativity away for sure. All right, you guys, I am going to hop off now. It's almost been 2 hours, but what an awesome night. I'm so stoked. Come back again next Monday. Again, donations are appreciated. They're not mandatory at all. I just love having you guys here and being here and sharing your energy. That's the most fun. So thank you so much. I love you all, and I will talk to you all later, Gators. Bye.